everybody who's on the show today. This is And the Word Is. I'm your host, Buddy Fitzpatrick, and we're so happy to have you back. We had one show last week that was so much fun, we decided to do it one more time, and if this is fun, we'll just keep doing it. Absolutely. So here we go. Let's bring the comics in right away, and we're going to jump into round one, because that's how I like to do things, nice and quick. She's back defending her title. Her name, having or showing experience. So when you say her name, you're literally saying, I need an experience. Ladies and gentlemen, Anita Weiss. Let's hear it for Anita. Bring Anita on. Hey, Anita.
Hi.
Welcome back. You're defending your title as champion last week from the word bumfuzzle.
Yes, yes.
Excited to be back, and we're excited to have you back. Next up, I'm going to bring on your challengers right now. Next up, he's a good source of lean protein and low in saturated fats. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Pollock. Get it? Pollock. Jason Pollock, everybody. Hey, Jason.
Hey.
Have you ever been introduced like that before?
That is the first time, and it's my favorite introduction.
Oh, thank you. I'll write it down and send it to you.
It's better than calling me a fish. In so many words.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, your next comic and contender, his heritage can be traced back to the Gaelic pronunciation O Cadhain, which means wild goose. And that's what you're going to get with Danny Cohen, ladies and gentlemen. Bring on Danny Cohen.
Hello.
There he is.
Yes.
You wild goose, you. Did you know that about your name?
No,
No. And it's Irish.
I love it.
I love it too.
It fits perfectly.
You wild goose. Coming up next, all over the country and throughout the world, he is known as the next comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, Melvin George. Here he is. Hi, Melvin.
Hello. Thanks for having me. Good to be here.
Welcome. We're so happy to have you. You're ready for the last contestant, ladies and gentlemen, but certainly not least. He is not an alloy consisting primarily of copper. He's not brass, tin, or steel. He is Joe Bronzy, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Bronzy. And there he is. Joe, how are you?
I'm good. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Hey,
Thank you
Joe.
for being on. And the word is, we're going to get right to it, guys. That's how I like to do it. And Anita's going to go first, and she's going to show how it's done in her expert ways. Of course, I'm looking down. This is all technical because she's got 90 seconds. So, Anita, we're going to show the first round is I shoot you a word, you improv off of it, and we all comment on it. You may even come up with a bit about it. Who knows what the hell is going to happen? So let's just jump right into it. Please pick a number from 1 to 15.
12.
12. Okay, nice word. Your word, and I'll start the clock when I say the word, is wish list. Wish list. And you got 90 seconds. Go.
Oh, boy. My wish list is that I will babble effectively in this next 90 seconds.
Ooh.
Now 82. And so wish list is something...
Stop counting the clock down and stick with the word, honey. Come on now.
If it helps, I put Melvin's hat on my wish list as soon as I saw it.
It's a cool hat, for sure.
Thank you.
So to me, wishing is like a word I've tried to banish from my vocabulary because it's kind of a passive, unpowerful word. It's like that only like a fairy godmother can give you this, so to me wish list has morphed into goal list, and I don't like bucket list either. I don't like bucket list because I don't like to talk about dying because I'm kind of getting closer to that than I am farther away. So,
way to bring it down, Anita. Let's get dark.
Well, I'm just getting real here. I'm just saying I don't like bucket because it's sort of like that's what I'm going to do before I pick the bucket. No, this is what I'm going to do to live my best life. So,
well, you should live your best life, and that's a great way to stop it right here. Great way to end it. You should live your life. I know. We're all learning, right, Jason? I'm trying. Please cut me a break.
Thank you.
Yes, but I like the fact that you said it's like you need a goal list instead, because a wish list, it's not necessarily something that's going to come true, but a goal is something that you really want. I disagree with that whole concept, but I admire you for it. Okay, no one's laughing at that. All right, we'll edit that out. Yeah, I know. Danny, can't hear you, I don't think. Say something, Danny.
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh my God, there you go.
Yes.
You're on it. Okay, now, Anita, you get to pick someone else, and then I'll ask them to pick a number. Someone's typing.
okay.
That's probably Tom.
All right.
Not
I'm
me.
gonna pick. What? You? Okay, you.
No, I'm not typing.
No, you blow it, Joe. You blow it. You have to be next now.
I double volunteered. Way to go.
He said, not me.
He said me. With me.
No, I said I wasn't typing, but I'm happy to go. I'm happy to go.
You've already been moved to the spot, so boom, there you go.
Here we are.
Go
Okay.
Bronzy. You need to
Yes.
pick a number from 1 to 15, and it can't be 12.
7. Lucky 7.
Lucky set. Ooh, God. It's a shame you picked that one because it's so not lucky.
Oh, great.
All right. You ready? Hang on. Get your mind free of everything. When I say the word, your clock will begin. The word is cheese. Go.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is that is probably the stupidest word to assign to a group of people when you're taking a picture. I don't know where that came from. I don't know why you would say cheese. It just
And you didn't smile when you said that. You said
no,
cheese.
no.
You don't smile. You don't. Nobody goes cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I come from a big Italian family, and cheese leads to gas at family gatherings. So there's no happiness associated with cheese. Lactose intolerance, you know what I mean? So, I mean, that's the first thing that happens. I love cheese. I'm not allowed to have it anymore because I'm married to a vegan. So I get my gas from beans now.
But you eat
Pretty
fake
much.
cheese. You eat fake cheese, maybe.
Oh yeah, I eat fake cheese. All of it says that it tastes like cheese, and it's all made by people that have apparently never had cheese or anything like it. Yeah, it's like plastic that almost melts. It doesn't quite melt. It looks like a microwave accident.
Yes, fake cheese never melts on the cheeseburger quite fully. Grilled cheese, it's like putting credit cards on top of them.
Exactly, shredded credit cards,
Right?
and that's kind of what
Yeah.
it tastes like. You know,
Fake cheese comes from plastic cows.
exactly.
Melvin,
Which is
I
the
said be
same-
funny when you interrupt. Come on now.
So yeah,
Which is
I don't really have anything else about cheese. I
Well,
went right
you're
to
lucky.
gas, and I had nowhere to
No.
go.
well, your time ran out anyway. Melvin, what were you going to say after the plastic cow? Because it may have been gold.
But that's the same material my coat's made out of.
Your coat?
Pleather.
Oh my
Pleather.
God. Pleather. Oh, okay. Anybody here vegan?
Great, we'll go
I'm-
off with burgers.
Anybody want to be
I'm
vegan?
vegan by marriage, kind of.
I'm vegan by Lent. I'm
You know
vegan
what?
by Lent.
I'm so glad you brought that up. Buddy is dating a woman who goes through a very, very rigorous Lent, and
Let's add one more very to that.
and so he's decided to support her by sacrificing his happiness for a few months as well, which is great for a relationship. When one person is miserable, you should always join them in their misery.
Yeah,
Well,
this doesn't taste good at all. Taste this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Does this smell bad to you? Yeah.
And it's not fair if I sit down with a drink and she's having tea. That's not good.
It is
so.
fair. She should learn that she's made the wrong choice. That's
Put
fair.
some drink into her tea.
Oh yeah, without her knowing it.
That's the party.
Oh my God.
Wait,
That's the party.
buddy, are you the one who's jealous that she's having tea, but you're stuck with alcohol? Is it?
Okay, we could look at it that way. Yeah. But I will tell you this. It's been a week and a few days, and I'm amazed at how much I really don't need tea. Okay.
I'm sorry, that was my phone.
Yes, and you jumped right on the punchline, and I'm not going to go back to it.
I
It was
apologize.
so brilliant that I'm not going to go back to it. Joe Bronzy, you get to pick another contestant now.
Well, I'm gonna pick my good friend Melvin.
Okay.
Melvin. Okay, Melvin, a number from 1 to 15. It cannot be 7 or 12.
7 minus 12 is 5.
Wow, Wow, you're that good at math? Damn.
No, I just only have 5 fingers.
And,
Okay. Okay.
and for the record, 7 minus 12 is not 5.
Oh my God, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
and I was impressed. Oh, shit. It's negative something, isn't it?
It's negative
Negative
5.
5.
It's negative 5. Okay, there you go. All right. Well, I don't have a negative 5, so I'm going to give you 5. Melvin, you have 90 seconds to discuss, talk, or go over, or placate, or whatever you want to do on the word hammer. Go.
Hammer.
Hammer.
Like
Hammer.
MC Hammer.
There you go.
hammer
You're
and
off and
nails.
running.
Like like getting hammered. Man, one time I was so hammered. My drink used to be GMC, Grand Marnier and cognac. I was down in the Village Gate.
Oh, that's sweet.
The Village Gate was on one corner, and across the street was Kenny's Castaways. And after I played at the Village Gate, I would go to Kenny's Castaways and have a GMC. Well, they took a liking to me, and every time I walked through the door, they'd give me a GMC. I went back there 4 or 5 times in one night. By the time I got ready to leave, I was so drunk when I got on my Mustang, which had no reverse, by the way. When I got on my Mustang and started it up, the moment it started up, the car started moving, and I just heaved all over the sidewalk. I felt better 5 minutes later, started the car up again, and the same thing happened again, and I just heaved. I'll never forget that. That was the most I've ever been hammered in my life at Kenny's Castaways, and thanks for giving me that word.
That was reminiscent of Alice's Restaurant.
There is so much to unpack with that story.
I know. And when you say heave, you were throwing up.
Yes. Vomit, heave, retch, upchuck.
No, the word,
all
the
of
word
the
was
above.
hammer. The word was hammer.
It was hammer.
Well, that's what comes to mind when you say
He
hammer.
was hammered.
I was hammered. Vomiting, heaving, upchucking.
Can we
all
just
in a
back up to
tuxedo.
the no reverse on the Mustang?
I have that written down, Joe, as a note. I want to get
Okay.
back to the no reverse. Yes.
Oh,
How
I
do
had
you
a
have
19
a car without reverse?
I had a
How did you-
1975 Mustang with a 4-speed automatic manual transmission, and the reverse went out. So I could never park anywhere where somebody was in front of me. I always had to pull in and coast in so I could just pull right out. If I was on the hill, it had to be going downhill, not uphill. Because if I was uphill, then I could roll backwards. But I had that car for about 4 years. From the time I graduated college to the time I got married, I had a Mustang with no reverse.
That's a great title for your album. How does anybody get through life like that? I want to know if
Moving forward.
That's
always
right.
Moving
Always
forward.
forward. That's
Always
great.
moving forward. That's a great. There you go. I like that a lot. And the fact that when you went over and said GMC, by the end of the night, could you still say GMC, or was it more like me GMT, BSHMC, BSHMT?
I didn't have to say anything. They walked through the door, they
Right,
smelled my
right.
closed cigarettes and go, "Hey, Melvin, here you go."
Well, now we know you're talking a long time ago, from drinking and cigarettes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That was a long time ago. Melvin, you get to pick the next contestant.
The next contestant is Danny.
Danny Cohen, you are up. All right, so we have an idea how to do it. Are you ready? Are you a little nervous? I always get a little nervous.
I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I like that. See,
I'll
that's
tell
what's
you if I'm
great.
nervous later.
Okay, all right. So now you have.
5 is 10.
Okay, so on that note, pick a number from 1 to 15 without 7, 12, or 5, and you have to do it mathematically. So get to one of your numbers by doing some 10. Okay, 10. Wait, where's 10? Oh yeah, 10.
It's between 9 and 11.
Okay, here you go. And I did say anything's up for grabs here on this show. There are no limits. So, Danny, I'm going to say your word, and then it's going to start your 90 seconds. Are you ready?
Yeah, whatever. Let's see.
Oral.
Oh, oral. Wow.
Oral.
Are you
Wow, I
kidding
know,
me?
I'm not kidding
Whoa,
you.
I picked the wrong number.
Right there, number 10.
They're really filthy now.
Go for it.
I'm gay, and you gave me the word oral. So really,
I swear I didn't plan it that way. I swear
did
to
it
God.
on purpose.
No, he
I
picked
did
the
not.
number.
I did not.
That's not the word for number 10.
The rest of the contestants got the equation before the show started to lead Danny to number 10.
Right.
If that were true, if this was a conspiracy, I would have given Joe the word vagina, and I didn't. See?
You know what? At this point in my marriage, I take that word from anybody that would give it to me.
All right, I'm stopping because
Homophobia. Homophobia.
no, just from the word oral. What comes to mind when you think of the word oral, Danny?
Glory holes.
What's that?
Glory holes.
Glory holes. Interesting. Well, we straight people have them too.
Glory holes. Yeah, glory holes. When I think of oral, I think of glory holes. I think of Chelsea. I think of Coffee, because she used to force us into oral exams instead of written exams.
Oh, good one.
Yeah. Oral, I think of the dental floss. I think the dentist office. I think of glory holes.
Do you think of the dentist?
In the dentist's office.
Do you
Where
think
is
of
your
the
dentist?
Glory holes.
Open wide.
Wide.
Rinse and spit. Rinse and spit.
Mouthwash. Oral mouthwash.
Mouthwash. The worst was the guy with the name. Wasn't it Oral Roberts?
Oral
Oh,
Robert.
yeah. Who
What a
missed his
name.
calling? He totally
was-
missed his calling. He should have
Yeah.
been a dentist.
Yeah. Or a speaker. Well, he was a speaker. So.
Oral. I think of
He's still on the oral.
yeah.
You notice the whole panel came alive with Danny's word?
Oral?
It blossomed. So it was like a bloom of oral is blooming. I also think of blooming.
Spring.
Oral is blooming. Okay.
Well, it's springtime.
Springtime. Oral screaming. An oral match. When you're yelling at when people are yelling at each other, it could be an oral match. An oral debate.
Wait a minute.
I want to
Debate.
know.
Should be a debate.
Oral debate.
We have about
a written debate.
We have about 40 minutes in the show, and I just want to spend it all with Danny talking about oral. I'm sorry. This is the way to go now.
And that's all I have about oral, and that's oral.
Exams.
And that's oral. That's oral have.
Danny, you should do a podcast that's orally yours.
Orally mine.
Orally. Oh, my God, yeah. Oral Cohen.
No, that's
Earl Cohen. Earl Cohen.
That's a whole different show.
All right, Danny, you now get to pick the next contestant.
Jason, I think
And it has to be, I guess, Jason, right?
yeah, Jason, last but not least.
Last but not least, the low in saturated fats, Jason Pollock. All right, Jason, pick a number from 1 to 15, but it can't be 12, 7, 10, 5, or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with number 1.
Nice. That's a good
Okay. Your
Thank you.
word starts when I say, I wish you hadn't picked number 1, but you did. So here you go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, really. Yippee. Go.
Kaye, motherfucker. What's the first thing that comes to mind is Die Hard.
yeah.
But I don't give a shit what holiday the movie is from. It's just a fun movie.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cowboys. I think Glory Holes. Yippee, because
Okay.
What is,
Sorry.
somebody's at a glory hole right now.
Somebody has to know what putting it on silent is. Tell Tom to get off the phone.
I'm doing Buddy's game show right now. Can I call you back?
Oh shit! Bye.
Bye-bye.
Really is an
No
Omnipop
problem. It doesn't matter.
production.
You don't have to call me back. I'll be working out. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
I'm
Oh
so
my
sorry.
God.
Let me turn this off.
The penultimate manager.
That all goes
First of
back to
all-
the word war. That was Tom, wasn't it?
Knows where his
First, yeah.
clients are all the time.
that was Tom, and
It
Tom
was.
will not be working out, just so you all know. There's no way.
Yippee, Jason. Let's
Yippee.
I
continue.
apologize.
Yippee.
My phone is turned off now. Let's continue.
Well, I was thinking yippee, cowboys, horses, action, yip, but I've never actually said yippee in any circumstance in my entire life, unless I was referring to Die Hard or about. No, I say it when I'm about to have an orgasm. It's just weird. It comes out. It's instinctively.
What does your wife think about that?
Yippee! She's just happy it's over. You know, she knows when she hears yippee, she can go about her day and get back to her programs.
Yippee, she's glad it's over.
Yippee, she's glad it's so that's her yippee as well. It's a yippee for both of us.
Oh my God! You know, I would love to hear that from a hotel room, like outside.
Yippee!
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 Yippee! I think we lost Anita. I'm so sorry. I think her battery ran out.
You know, what's funny, as soon as
There she is.
Oh, good
There she
timing.
is. Yay!
That timing was impeccable.
Yes, because you're 90 seconds like, and I even gave you more because the best manager in the world called during a game show that 2 of his clients are on.
and Anita, may I say, yippee that you're back.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
And we hear you.
there's,
We hear you orally. So go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Apparently something that I'm doing, my mic or something is crackling, and I don't know why, but I switched over to my iPad, so we'll see if that makes a difference. So that's what happened. That's where I went.
Welcome back.
No problem. No, welcome back.
back.
Jason, while you're up, please tell us what's going on with yourself. What have you been doing these days?
Well, to alleviate the neuroses, anxiety, and depression, I started, get this, a comedian with a podcast. I don't know. I started it. So I'm doing that now. We just had Ginger Lynn on, and that was a yippee moment for me.
Ginger Lynn? Wow. Talk about
Yeah.
Laurel and Yippee.
Right?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Am I getting who Ginger Lynn is from the context?
Yes. Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
pretend like you don't know who
Joe,
she is.
yeah, come on. You know
Please,
who Ginger
come
Lynn is.
on.
If you came of age in the 80s and ever looked through your parents' dresser drawers.
Let me explain. Stop yelling. So clearly, she's paying attention to this show, and I'm going to pretend I have no
of
idea
course
who
you are.
Ginger Lynn is.
Oh, of course you have no
No.
idea who Ginger Lynn is.
Why
Okay,
would
that
you?
makes
Why would
sense.
you?
I have no idea who Ginger Lynn is.
With an inflection like that to your voice, I absolutely believe you, Anita.
Well, Anita, now that you're back, you get to start the second round, which is called shh. Because now I texted you a word, and you know what the word is. And so now you're going to have
Yeah.
only 60 seconds to talk about the word. And we're going, at the end of the 60 seconds, let's go around the room and see if anybody could guess what you were talking about. Are we ready, Anita?
I'm ready.
Okay, when you start talking, the clock will start.
Okay. So here's the deal. Right now it's kind of overcast and the barometric reading is affecting me, I think. And I don't like that because I'm under a deadline right now, and I'm really under the gun to get it done. And things keep happening, like I had to get my outfit ready, and I could not get my wrinkles out of the clothing I'm talking about. There are others as well, but I had to use a very lot of heavy hand on my iron to get the
Can we
wrinkles
guess
out.
just right away, or we have to wait?
You have to wait another 10 seconds.
I'm sorry, but I got
10
it. You're
seconds,
great.
Yes. Thanks.
No, we can stop now if you want to, Anita. We can stop. You have up to
Okay,
60.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll stop. All right, so then, Joe, let's start with you. What did you think? the word
Pressure.
is? How about you,
Pressure.
Jason? What do you think the word is?
Oh my God, I was going to say the same thing. Yes, pressure.
Oh, yippee-yi-yay, motherfucker. Look what Danny wrote. Oh my God, he wrote humid pressure. That's brilliant. Oh, Danny, I love you. Melvin, what did you think the word was?
I'm in agreement with everybody else. Pressure.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but the word, yeah, go ahead, Anita.
Weather.
What were you going to say, Anita?
I was gonna say, so I lost, right? Because everybody
You
guessed
lost.
the word.
Yeah, it was pressure. Yeah, yeah. That's how you are. It was pressure. Yes.
So you have to like make people not guess the word yet talk about it. All right. Well, so that was like a teaching moment here for you
It was.
guys.
It was a teachable moment, yes.
You're still the champion.
Don't
Anita,
forget.
Anita, tell us what, Joe, I just texted you the word. Anita, tell us what's going on with you, what you've been doing these days. Do you have any
Buddy,
shows coming up?
Buddy,
Yeah,
check your text.
I did.
That's
That's
the
your-
that's the word you meant to send.
To you.
Oh my God, I need to hear this.
And you can't look. Oh no, that's not the word I meant to send.
Of
Oh, you're
course, it's
right.
not.
You're right. I'm on the
What you
wrong.
sent me is not a word.
That's for the third. No, it is.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
for the third. Oh, damn it. No, you're right. Okay. So I will. Now I'm texting you one. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Okay. Anita, quickly, what's coming up for you in the near future?
Well, I finally got my first live booking. It's in June 10th.
Congratulations.
And it's in Manhattan. I'm excited about that at Broadway Comedy Club.
Oh,
June
that's so
10th.
nice. June 10th,
I
we
have-
see. Yes.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and then I just
Awesome.
booked 2 dates with Julia in Richmond.
Julia Scotti.
But I don't know
Yep.
where yet.
Okay.
Julia
You don't know
Scotti, yeah.
where or when. You don't know where or when, just June. Well, we'll find that out and we'll get it out there as well. Joe, are you ready to pick up on your word that you're not allowed to talk about?
I'm not allowed to talk about it, and I
No, you're
don't.
not allowed to say it.
Well,
You have
I'm
to
not
tell
allowed to
somebody
say
else.
it. I'm not allowed to say it, and I don't want people guessing the word based on what I'm talking about.
Let's see if that works. Let's try that for this round. Yes. Let's try that.
So
'Cause
talk
this is-
about anything other than the word.
Yeah. So we're talking about, yeah, but you can't be like, the word can't be doer and you're like, I love driving it. Come on.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
I'll try.
The judges might not let you get away with that. Am I right, judges? Okay. Here we go. When you start talking, you'll have 60 seconds.
Okay. Then here I'm starting to talk. The 60 seconds is counting down. What I'm going to talk about is I have a spirit in my life, 19 pounds of adorable ferocity. And it is a creature that has absolutely no survival mechanisms whatsoever. It's a Shih Tzu. And the other day we were out taking a stroll, and he stopped and put his paw up because he'd gotten the cap of an acorn stuck on his toe. There's no way that this creature could have persisted in the universe without human intervention. He is so unequipped for absolutely anything. It's staggering. So he's pretty much the opposite of my word.
We're talking about Norman here.
We are. Norman the Shih Tzu is the absolute opposite of my word. Also,
There you go. Ding, ding, ding. I'm sorry. Your time is
Okay.
up. You got it in. Let's start with Jason. Jason, what do you think the word was?
He's got me.
Nope, that wasn't it. I'm sorry.
You know what? Oh wow.
Oh, Tom is saying puppies. Sorry, Tom. No, Anita, do you have a guess of what he was talking about?
Omnipotent.
Omnipotent. Okay.
Omnipotent. Yeah.
you know what?
Melvin.
Anita wins that round. That's fantastic.
Good
Melvin,
word.
what are you thinking? Melvin, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that the word is helpful.
Helpful. How about you, Danny? Did you write it again? I love that you wrote. Yeah.
I said I'm saying either superhero or warrior.
Well, those describe Norman extremely well. I have
Let me
to
say brave.
Both of
Brave.
them do. Joe, why don't you tell everybody what your word was?
My inadequate attempt was to convey the opposite of wild.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
The opposite of wild was it calm?
Just domestic as it gets.
Okay.
So,
Tell us what's going on in your life these days, Joe. What's where are you going to be? Any shows coming up?
well, I just gave up participating in any game shows as of right now. I'm absolutely terrible at it. And no, other than that, I'm working with my screenwriting partners, and we're doing pretty well in some film festivals. We've won 7 screenplay contests or film festivals outright, And so we're looking for new management because our last manager was a lovely lady that looked like a little Shirley Temple and had 3 contacts in the business. And one of them was Tom, but he's working out. So, so we're going the screenwriting route right now.
Danny, I texted yours to because your number's not coming up for some reason, so I sent it to your messenger.
Okay, I got it.
And it's 2 words. I'm going to give everyone this. We're going a little off the grid here. It's 2 words. So when you start talking, that's when your time begins.
Okay.
60 seconds.
Here we go. People used to hand this out to you after a show. A manager, an agent would see you and go, "Oh, here, take one of these and call me tomorrow." That's all you need. You pretty much got it.
I think we should stop right here. Danny, I think we need...
Business card.
Condom. No?
That's so easy.
I'm gonna say
Go ahead.
business.
They don't have
Anybody else want to take a guess?
anymore.
I got a leaflet or business card.
Yeah, business card.
I'll keep playing. Nobody uses them anymore. We have an Instagram handle. We have email. We have a lot of other things instead of those things that were handed out, at business meetings. Here, take this and call me tomorrow.
You know what? I don't know, Melvin, if you remember this. We were at the brokerage once, and this guy had taken a CD-ROM, shaved it down into the shape of a business card, and he was telling you, he goes, "You can put everything on this. You can put videos. You can put sound. This is the future, man." And you looked at it and you went, "Can I play it on my turntable?"
Do you remember that, Melvin?
I don't remember it, but I probably it has a ring of truth to it, so it's definitely true, even though I don't remember
Well,
it.
Danny, you didn't win that round. I'm so sorry. You gave it. I just think you didn't want to talk for 60 seconds.
Am I supposed to not have people guess it? Is that the game?
We're not sure yet. We're
Yeah.
testing this, so we did it any way you wanted to do it. We did it.
You're supposed to want people to guess it.
What I liked though was that you wrote your answers down and you held it up. I think that's kind of game showy. I kind of like that shit. So
Yeah, this
Well-
is a game show. Come on.
Danny, what's coming up? What's going on in your life? I mean, tell us, please. Well, especially during COVID. Melvin, I did send you the word. I hope you got it.
I got it.
Danny, tell us what's been going on.
There's nothing going on, nothing at all. I got writing. I'm writing a screenplay.
Oh, awesome.
Very happy about that. It's beautiful, and I think it's going to be a big hit of a screenplay when it's done. It's coming along really quickly, which is
Good.
nice.
Yeah, that is nice. Yes.
It's titled Glory Hole. And
The
Danny,
oral years.
we're live now and we're on a show, but I swear to you, this is the absolute truth. I would love to read that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, I would love to read that. I'm a huge fan of yours. Just in case
I'll
you
send
don't
it to you
know.
when it's done.
Okay. Cool. Please do, and I'll have my people read it and they'll tell me what it's about. All right, Melvin.
Yes.
We're back to you now. You have a word when you start talking. Danny, I swear to God, I'm telling you the truth. I would love to read it. When you start talking, your 60 seconds. Try not to be as tough as Joe, but not as easy as Danny. So when you start talking,
Okay.
here's your 60 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, I love how he prepares. Look at that. He's like, okay, go.
When I was a kid, I used to sneak out of the house at 11:30 at night to go see my girlfriend. My first girlfriend, I can't give you her name, but she was a glue sniffer, and she gave me my first kiss. We were stuck on each other for a while, and I would come back into the house, and my mother would always be waiting for me, and I would say, "Mom, I was so quiet. How could you possibly know I left the house? You were sleeping when I left. Did you go looking for me?" She said, "No. Whenever you leave, the floor makes noise. And whenever you come back, the floor makes noise. So after she told me that, I went and got some WD-40 and sprayed the floor so she would not know when I was leaving and coming back into the house.
Did it work?
No, because I slipped on the WD-40 and broke my arm, had a cast on arm for 4 weeks and couldn't go nowhere.
And that was the end of you sniffing glue.
That was going to be sniffing glue. Right.
All right, now perfect. That was perfectly done. Does anybody have an idea? Let's start with Joe Bronzi because he's going to hold something up.
Well, I'm Danny's my hero, so I'm going to do this.
Okay, we got one there. Danny, what is your word? What did you think he was talking about? Joe says quiet.
I don't even know, but I'm gonna say curfew.
Curfew. Nice.
Ooh,
Yes.
That's a good word.
Okay.
Okay. We know at least one is wrong. Go ahead, Anita. What do you say? Oh, she's writing too now. Everyone's writing. Jason, okay, go. Hold it to. Okay, stop. Stealthy.
Ooh,
Or stealthy.
okay.
Steechy. Stealthy. Jason, did you write anything? Do you need to write
I
it?
did, buddy. I'm going to go with creak.
Creek.
He
Very
creaked the
good.
floor.
Very good. You had a paper, but you didn't have any pens. All right, I get
Wait,
it.
oh, no.
He didn't hold it in front of the camera.
I didn't hold
He
the
had
right
word
part
off
of
to
the paper up. Yes.
Well, just hold your pen up now, because that'll complete the whole thing.
Here.
There you go. Okay. Melvin, you get a point for that because you did stump everybody. Why don't you tell everybody what the word was?
The word was footsteps.
Oh, good one.
All right. This is
Okay.
good. I like this.
All
So we
right.
have one more. While I'm texting Jason his word, Melvin, tell us what's going on. Anything new? What have you been doing in lockdown and what's coming up?
Well, I've been cutting apples for the bakery, Mortgage Apple Cakes. The movie is on Amazon Prime until April 1st. It's called Apple Mortgage Cakes. It's about how my wife she baked her way out of foreclosure, and I cut the apples. And I have a dry bar comedy special coming out next month. It's probably going to be out a week after Joe's. Joe, did Joe come out already?
No, it did not, and I
No.
haven't heard from them either. So now I'll call them.
Oh, okay. Because they sent me a rough cut about a month ago and said it was going to be like 6 weeks of editing. So maybe next month it'll be out. But that's what's going on with me. I'm coming back in the business. I'm coming back to comedy.
Yay, 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 yay. I can't wait to work in the city again and make $25 a set.
Yeah.
All right, Jason, we sent you the word. Did you get it?
I got it. Thank you.
Okay, Jason, and Melvin, congratulations on the movie. I have not seen it, but you just reminded me, and I'll have to watch it on Amazon Prime.
Apple Mortgage Cake.
You got it. That's
Apple
awesome.
Mortgage cake.
Fantastic, Jason. When you start talking, your clock will begin.
Congratulations, Melvin Mortgage. Congratulations, Melvin. I hope that movie is an eruption for you. We should watch it in Hawaii. So it'll be a real eruption. Maybe we can do a hike. I hope it gets really hot. Reviews, and I hope and you know, I hope this movie is the equivalent of Vesuvius as far as documentaries go. Yeah,
And we hope it takes off because sometimes they don't, right?
Sometimes they don't take off. Sometimes they don't spew. I think people know what I'm talking about. Let me just say, when I have an eruption, I say yippee.
Well, at least one. At least
I think everybody so far has.
One word. No, one person got it wrong. Actually, I believe. Yeah, Joe did. I think. Joe, hold up your word. Yeah. Oh, and Anita. Oh, so you stumped half the crowd. That's very good. The word it was, Jason. What was the word?
Volcano.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe and Anita said lava. That's interesting.
I was going to go there, but then he sent me in another direction with spew.
Usually when I spew, other people do go in another direction. Sorry.
Great.
I'm so sorry.
Great word. Anita, so I don't know how That's right. We can do this. Okay. So we're moving on to round 3, which is called "What the heck does this word mean?" This is where you all pretend to know exactly what the word means, but only one of you I'm going to text the actual definition, and you need to act like I didn't send you the definition. Okay. So what you're trying to do is stump the rest of them to say, yes, he knew what that was about, or yes, he didn't. And if you look the word up, please don't look the word up. If you do look the word up, you'll hear, thank you for buzzing that over there. Yes. So, Joe, Anita, since we started the last time with you, I am going to start with you again, because I know you know this word.
Okay.
And you're going to have 60 seconds, again, to tell us your brilliance, because you're well learned and well read, and your word, these are all 4-letter words, by the way. Everybody's getting a 4-letter word. ORAD, O-R-A-D, ORAD. Anita, tell us what ORAD is.
ORAD is a botanical term, meaning it's that part of the flower that's just under the calyx. It's the part where the stem meets where the stamen and the fistulas come out. And
I have never been more turned on in my life. This is flower porn. This is fantastic.
Joe, stop yelling that. Okay. Go ahead, Anita. Are we done? Or Go ahead. ORAD.
I'm done. I did.
Have you erupted? Have you erupted?
Just like a volcano. Yes.
Okay, 60 seconds. Way to go, Anita. I mean, what else is there to say about ORAD anyway? Jason, what do you think? Does Anita know what she's talking about?
She doesn't, because ORAD is something the dentist gives you to keep your teeth white.
Interesting. How about you, Joe?
No, I read about this in the news. ORAD was what Pfizer was working on right before it had to drop everything to work on the vaccine. ORAD was the oral equivalent of Viagra. It's supposed to allow you to give oral pleasure for much, much longer than you normally would be without your jaw clenching up and everything like that. So ORAD is an oral aid for sex that Pfizer will resume as soon as the COVID thing is done.
Danny Cohen, what do you think?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that ORAD is the scientific the word for the walls of your mouth, the inside. That's the ORAD.
And Melvin, how about you?
I think she's telling the truth. I think that when she talks about the flowers, she may have made up a couple of terms, but it has definitely has something to do with flowers. Don't ask me how I know. It's just a feeling that I have. It's something stuck in my ORAD.
Well, there you go. Anita, you stumped one of them anyway. You stumped Melvin because Anita, although nice try, she jumped right in there. I would have believed her. But the point really goes to Danny Cohen, because that's exactly what an ORAD is. So good for you. Now, there may be products coming out, right, Joe and Jason, but Danny, what is it? Why did you get the word oral and then you knew ORAD? Come on.
The last life he was a dentist.
That's right. Yeah. All right. I'm going to give Joe a word. I'm sure he knows what it is. And your word is shog. S-H-O-G. Shog. You have 60 seconds. Go.
In the Middle Ages, armor, the most famous part of the armor is obviously the codpiece. But what people don't know is that underneath the codpiece, what is actually soft, because you don't want your junk rubbing up against metal, is the shog. It's like a cloth cotton sock. And that's where the Scottish saying, right in the shog, came from. Is the shog is the cloth thing underneath the codpiece that cradles your junk and keeps it from getting rusty.
And you don't need your 60 seconds, because you basically gave, this is up to 60 seconds. So that took you half the time to say that. Okay, everybody. Jason, what do you think? Does Joe know what a shog is?
I'm convinced. That was really good.
What convinced you?
His confidence and the Scottish accent, the way he knew how to use the word shog in a sentence. I could be an idiot, but he could be that good at improv, but I'm going with he's a smart guy.
All right. How about you, Anita? Anita? Oh, she's thinking.
I guess. Yes, same thing. Totally agree. Yes.
Okay, he knows what a shog is. Danny?
That's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah,
He knows.
what he said.
Yeah.
Danny?
I know what I'm going to go with what Joe said because
You're believing him.
yeah, he sounded dead on.
Melvin?
Well,
Are you going to be the lone wolf again?
Yeah, I'm going to be the lone wolf because I've known Joe for a while, and whenever he explains something and turns his head to the side like that, or like that as he was doing, it kind of lets me know he might not know what's going on. His elevator might not be stopping on every floor. So I'm thinking that he made it up.
I'm going to take it back. I'm going to say that.
I'm never going to play poker with Melvin. Never.
I'm going to say that Joe does not know what he's talking about, and I think I know what it means.
What does it mean? What do you think it means?
I'm going to say love and affection.
No, you got the rules messed up because that was the word I sent you. You were going to know what Sion meant.
And Joe was right.
Jason, right? The shog.
Shog, the word was so similar, I thought I heard it wrong. I was like, I thought he said shog, but it's shog. Crap.
Actually, Joe, it's an old English word meaning to shake or jolt. So there you go.
Oh,
I'm full of
man.
shit.
Joe, you're that good at improv.
Yeah.
You're very good, Joe. I just want you to know you're very, very good at what you do.
I will never play poker against you, Melvin. I didn't even know I had that tell, but Melvin's like, no.
Okay. Now
Where did
that
Anita go?
I'm so sorry.
I don't know. Oh, Jason. Jason. Joe, did I ask you what you were doing yet? I'm so confused all of a sudden. I did ask everyone,
You
didn't
did.
I?
You asked me.
Okay. So I am going to give, now that you, Jason, didn't play the games, you do get the next word, and you're going to have to know what it means, for sure. And the word is, it's a 4-letter word, and the word is murk. M-E-R-K. Murk.
It sounds like something that'll come from the ocean, but I'm going to say a murk. A murk, if it does come from the ocean, it's very dangerous. A murk can kill you. A murk is deadly. A murk is something that you don't want to be. I'm not even making this up. When you see a murk, run, because a murk means you will die. A murk will kill you. And I don't think there's anything more I need to say, but avoid the murk.
Avoid the murk. Okay. We're getting some great record CD titles. Avoid the murk is another one. Okay, let's start with Danny. Danny, what do you think? Does Jason know what he's talking about?
I think murk. Murk is really is dirty. It's wet. It's wet and dirty, and it's deep. No, might not be deep. It might not be deep. It's just
You know
wet.
what? I don't care. I want Danny to be right.
Well, Danny, can it kill you?
It can't kill you, but when it's over, it doesn't feel good at all.
Okay. Joe, what do you think?
It can't kill you, but when it's over, it doesn't feel good at all. Oh, that's
That's so funny.
no, a murk. It's a cousin to the chinchilla, and they used to use it for furs and stoles, but it's so small it was not economically viable. They'd have to use too many, so they went with chinchilla. That's what a murk is.
And how about you, Melvin?
I always thought that Merc was a business term, like, with the stock market and everything, like, the mercantile exchange and having to do with money.
Well,
Okay.
Anita,
Okay.
did you hear my definition of Merc?
Merc, M-E-R-K.
If I said I will Merc you, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, so Jason said Merc, M-E-R-K, is something that can kill you, basically. And they're all saying that's not true.
It's not true.
Yeah.
No, it's not true. No.
She didn't even need to hear
It's
it.
a mild rash in a place we won't talk about, but it won't kill you.
Okay. Well, Jason, you stumped everyone because to murk is to kill someone. So there you go.
Really?
Yes, that is.
Whoa, that's
It's a
4 points.
Anita, I didn't mean what I said. I'm not going to Merc you as an example.
It's in the dictionary as a slang, and it does mean to kill. So Anita, because Jason went against the rules and gave away one of the words already, I have to think of another word. So I'm going to give this. That's okay. I'm going to give. We're all making mistakes. This is what this is all about. Especially you, Jason. Okay, so. Danny, I'm gonna shoot you the word now. I didn't give you one yet, did I? The mouth part. I just have a feeling you're gonna get this. So your 4-letter word is dram. D-R-A-M. Dram.
Dram, yeah, that's the dram is the inside of it's part of an ear. I know it's the inside when you know how you take a Q-tip and then you have to clean your ear, but it shouldn't be going. It's before the eardrum. There's the dram, and that's part of when the ear sort of goes down, and it's right before it gets to the eardrum.
Okay. It comes in at under 30 seconds explaining what a dram is. Melvin, what do you think? Are you thinking that that's what a dram is?
Well, I'm not thinking that it's part of the eardrum. I'm thinking it's a unit of weight when like grams, drams. For some reason, I remember seeing that in a calculation equation. And I personally think it's a unit of weight, but it could be a part of the ear. I just haven't heard.
Okay, I get it. You haven't heard. I get it. Joe, by the way, you need to text somebody else because you text me that you were on a game show. So who you meant to text? Wasn't the right person.
One guess who it is. One guess who's texting me.
I know.
You're pulling a buddy.
But I went like this. I went, I know. Joe, does Danny know what a dram is?
A dram, actually, Danny, happens to be the most stern and feared aunt in a German family. So that's what the parents would use to scare a child. Und sie dram says nein, and the kid would be like, oh.
Anita, what do you think? Does Danny know what a dram is?
No, I don't. I think it's a Victorian term for like a unit of measure, but a small drink.
And Jason, how about you?
Like Anita said, it's a Victorian term, but the Victorian term for the part of the car under the hood that keeps the motor running.
In Victorian
times.
Keep the motor running.
Wouldn't that be funny if Jason was right? Actually, Anita gets it. It is a drink of small whiskey or other spirits.
Oh, okay.
It's a shot. A dram is a shot.
This is why she's the champion.
In Scottish. Yeah, there you go. That's true. All right, Anita, since you backed off and we only have a few minutes left, I am going to give you your word, but it's not going to be a 4-letter word because I don't have time to look one up. So let's go with Widdershins. 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 You have 60 seconds, if you want it, to tell us what widdershins is.
Withershins is that part of the horse of their leg that's above the fetlock and the hoof and well, I don't know the technical term, but the horse's knee they've got the withershins right there, and you have to be very careful when you're grooming not to bang it because it can hurt them and cause a little bone bruise. So, you know, the withershins are fragile.
Okay, again, under 30 seconds, she comes in. Danny, what are widdershins?
You know, I'm gonna. I think it's also part of the horse, that area of the horse as well. I'm gonna agree.
Okay, you got one, Anita. Okay, Joe, what are you thinking?
Widdershins is that's a very, very old term, old English for getting into trouble. The kids are getting up to widdershins.
Mel, okay, both sound plausible. So we know at least somebody is wrong. Melvin.
Yes.
And I deliberately didn't tilt my head either way, Melvin.
Oh, yes, you did. I'm familiar with the word. I've seen this word before. I was on a test when I was taking the SATs, and withershins. If you break it down, wither from the Greek meaning to shrink, and shins meaning the part of your leg, the lower part of your leg. It means having a small, dry leg.
Jay, I think we said say no more. Jason?
Wow. These are all great. These are all great responses, but a wither-shin is actually. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Exactly right. Exactly right.
No, a wither-shin is actually what Anita said, but not a horse. More along the lines of like a llama or an alpaca.
So it's just like whisper down the lane. It started as witter and it ended up as wither. The word was witter.
Oh, witter. Oh,
No,
okay.
Witter. So Anita, you got one. You got one right. Danny said that you knew what you were talking about, but of course we all know that widdershins means simply you go backwards, counterclockwise. It's now time to go widdershins. Widdershins. Go
On your small, dry leg.
Yes, yes, of course.
With your mean grandmother.
So you say.
Yes.
So you say.
Holding an alpaca. Guys, this was a blast. We only have a few minutes left. I want to thank you for doing it, and the word is. A lot of you have scored. Anita, you scored 2 times. You got at least 2 points, which is hard to do, but you did. And Joe, I forget. I can't even read my handwriting, but it was because you spewed. That's what it was. Because you spewed, you got some points. We came up with some good album cover names. For instance, Danny, Oral is Blooming. I think that's brilliant. I think you should take that away. Melvin, My Car with No Reverse, but then underneath in parentheses, always moving forward. There you go. We love that. Jason, of course, Avoid the Merc. Avoid the Merc. Anita, I forget what you said. What was the other thing under the ORAD? It was the shaman, flamen, slamen, cayman?
Stamens.
What was it called?
Stamens.
Stamens, yeah. I think that should just be the name of your CD, Stamens. I think that's just brilliant. And counter to that would be Joe Bronzi's new CD coming out. It's called Spewing.
Spewing from the pistols.
Or Spewing Lava. Maybe that would be it. Guys, Anita Weiss, Danny Cohen, Joe Bronzi, Melvin George II, Jason Pollock, thank you so much for playing. And the word is, I hope you all can come back. Let me pick a winner. I'm going to say Joe Bronzi because of spewing. I hope he can come back next week. If not, please, on live, right now, tell me that you will all come back at some point. Please.
I would be honored.
At some point, I will all come back. Come back. Yes.
Thank you. I had a blast. Thank you so much. I'm Buddy Fitzpatrick for And the Word Is. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
I'll have to come up with a clever way to end it. Yeah, end it. And the word is...
fun.
Wow, who
Wait a
did
minute.
that? Yeah, that was crazy. Did you see that, Joe?
That was
Angry
fun.
Shih Tzu Productions?
That's
so funny.
Rick Adonna and Richie Burns production.
Is it
company.
really? I didn't. Oh,
Yeah.
well, because he, you know what?